and welcome back to a new video and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia and I am a university student studying business and management at the University of Portsmouth. Don't really know what to say about that right now. I am currently back home. The next two videos you're going to see after this are actually going to be back in Portsmouth, as I filmed them prior to filming this video. But this video feels like more relatable to do right now and post before those two, if this makes sense. Basically, I am filming this video is basically my list of things I am planning to do over the time we are on lockdown and having to self-isolate and be in my room basically this whole time. And the reason I came back home, and then also things that you can do, watch and read over this period of time. Things aren't working today. My blind, I pulled my blind up quickly and now I can't get it back straight and it's really bothering me, but I'm going to sort it out after filming. Just so you know, I haven't done myself up like this because I'm going out, because I'm really clearly not, because I have nowhere to go. I've done myself up for this just to film the video because I felt like I wanted to put makeup on today, and well, just at this moment, so I did, and I got even put on a different top to my show choir top for this, so please appreciate it, because yeah. So I'm gonna start. Before we get into this video, please do give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe. Also, I did get the idea from Beauty Spectrum on Molly's latest vlog. She did 101 things to watch, read and do. I don't quite have 101 things because I couldn't think of it off the top of my head, but I did. Well, I've done a list of things that I think are helpful for you guys, so yeah, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. So, I am just gonna start with what I have planned for myself to do whilst we're on lockdown. I've actually written in my little book saying bright ideas. I got this for my birthday for my friends and I love it. Also, two things: if you want to get yourself a cup of tea, a cup of coffee before I get into this, go for it, because this can be long, because even though it's just listing things, I'm feeling I'm just going to chat for long, so be prepared. Also, I'm very scared my memory is going to run out. My camera, but it's okay. Not going to get stressed. We'll sort that one out if it does. 2 seconds. Okay, so also one thing you should do, and I do recommend doing for lockdown, is getting a box, shoebox, any box, buying a load of sweets, snacks, chocolate that you might want to like munch on during this whole time. Just leave it in your room or somewhere that you can just go snack on. I have one. I spent £15 on them, and I don't regret it, because although I haven't eaten that many. I've had it since Sunday, because I got it when I finished work on Sunday when I cleared up and all that. But I haven't eaten many of it since I got it. But either way, I love it having it. So yeah, do that. So let's find my page of stuff. So my things to do during self-isolation or lockdown 2020. I don't know why I decided to put 2020 on there, but I did. Because look, we might have it again next year. Hopefully not. Sorry, just checking my phone. So first one is my dissertation. So I still have uni work to do. Like a lot of schools, A levels, they don't have their A levels or GCSEs anymore, so they don't have much to work for. I still have my dissertation to write, so I've got to do that. I've just put an ECF for all my units in, so fingers crossed I get like 10 extra days of each of them, which will be really good. So I've got my dissertation to write, my project management coursework to do, my strategic management coursework. Probably should have put revision for my strategic exam in there, but it's alright. I've got to read uni textbooks because for my dissertation they help me, and also for my strategic it's going to help me. So I need to do that. Another one was really doing uni because originally I was planning to stay in Portsmouth this whole time. I wasn't planning to come home. This all changed Monday night, so it's a bit of a blur for me because I didn't plan to come back, if that makes sense. But I did. But it's declutter my clothes, which I still can do here. So then when we are allowed to go back out properly and charity shops are probably back open, I can give my clothes to charity. So I need to do that. I want to start scrapbooking because, well, not start, I've started, but I want to actually get properly into it and actually work on my scrapbook, because I am doing a scrapbook which goes from year 1 to year 2 to year 3. I'm aware my scrapbook right now probably won't fit all of that in, and I probably have to buy another one, but obviously I'm not going to waste my money on ordering another one until that's filled up, especially when I don't know what's going to happen with delivery. This one actually I can tick off is buy a Switch. I actually bought one on Monday. I was breaking down in tears because I had made a decision to go home and I didn't want to, and I just bought one because I was like, why not? This is just a Switch Lite. It was £200. I used my savings to buy it, and yeah. Another one is to read a book. It will be a miracle if I read one book, which is why I've only put read a book and not read books. Get back into reading, because I used to love reading. Like, the one summer, I think it was the summer before, after I just finished college, but before I started with like 2 jobs, I read a lot. Like, I constantly read, would not stop reading, and it was my favourite thing to do. And then, like, all of a sudden I just stopped enjoying it. I don't think I stopped enjoying it, I just didn't get around to doing it anymore. And I really want to get back into reading for myself and not for uni. So I bought a book from Tesco for £4 last week, and I'm gonna start reading it soon. That is my plan. Listen to podcasts is another one. Like, I have all the time in the world at uni to listen to podcasts. I walk to the uni bus. I walk from the uni bus to uni. I got time to listen to podcasts, but I just don't. And over summer last year when I was walking to work, or getting a train to work, I'd always listen to podcasts. Always the Showmat's one with Kevin McHale and Jenna Ushkowitz, or They're Actually Challenged with Candice Okola, or Candice King, and Kayla. I can't say her last name, because I still can't say her last name for the life of me. Who else? And also Lady Gang. I recently started listening to The Girls' Bathroom and The S Word, and Entirely Accurate. But I really want to get properly into listening to podcasts again. And I feel like this is my chance to now, just to get lost into a podcast. So I'm currently started listening to the Receipts podcast on the way to work on Saturday. I wasn't feeling like listening to music, and I had to walk to work to do the clean. It's not I didn't have money in my account. I just didn't. I just, since this whole coronavirus has become a sorry, I do not have the illness. I literally just have barely spoken properly in a constant amount of time in a long time, in like 2 days. And I speak on Skype and stuff to people, but it's weird. But since this whole coronavirus come around, I have not wanted to, and like the last few weeks how big it's become, not wanting to get on public transport, so I have walked to work on the weekend, and I listened to a podcast on the way to work, and I listened to the Receipts podcast. It was actually really funny. I was laughing out loud whilst walking, and I have never done that. So I sing out loud, yes, but no, I laughed at that, so I loved it. Another one is a big thing I really want to get back into. Like, I don't know if you've noticed on my main channel, the channel is going up. I haven't been that consistent with uploading recently because I've been so busy with uni work and just not feeling the filming and editing. But I really want to film videos and edit them a lot more now because I have more time. Like, before, I think the part of me was like, I just don't have time. I want to get back into my blog. I really want to get back into writing blog posts. Probably going to make this video a blog post as well. I might start writing it tonight if I don't play Sims tonight. Otherwise I'll start writing it tomorrow. But I really want to get back into blog writing. I do love my blog and I just haven't really got into it. And thinking about it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to pay for the domain name again soon. Thinking about it. Next one is home workouts. I actually started doing this yesterday. I wanted to do it 2 or 3 times a week. And I want to set myself a goal. Like, I was going to the gym. I wasn't going to the gym, but I had a gym membership and I was planning to go 3 times a week. Did I? No. But I have nothing much to do and I need to keep myself busy. And I know I have uni work to do, but sometimes I can't be sitting down. I need to keep myself busy, so I want to start doing home workouts. I really want to get fit, so when I go back to uni I feel like I want to go back to the gym and I want to work out and not just, oh, I've got a gym membership, I should probably go to the gym. Because that was the reason. Like, once I went and I loved it and it felt really good, but I just didn't get in the motive to think, oh, but I still want to go again the next week. So Another thing I want to do is get through my Netflix series list, because I've got a lot on my list and I want to get through some of them because I need to get through some of them, I guess. I just feel like I keep looking at the things on my list and I keep going back to the same things I've watched before because they're easy. And it's very easy to put on in the background when I'm doing uni work or other things that I don't have time, so I don't have time to start something new. So I want to get into doing that. Oh, I was really confused. I heard weird noises. This was one what was for when I was at uni because I need something, a goal to remind me to do it, is to change my bedding. I know I'm going to have to change it here, but I have very big reasons why I have to do it here because otherwise I have nowhere to leave it lying around, and they iron it here. I don't iron my bedding at uni, so I don't actually have a reason to change my bedding. I just forget to, so I am planning to try, so that was the reason I put it down there. My last one is to apply for student finance. Just because I need to apply for next year. That's what's the thing. For master, I've mentioned before I'm doing a masters next year at uni. But I need to apply for student finance in order to do that. So I am going to apply for that soon. I keep putting it off because I'm scared, but I need to do it because otherwise I'm never going to get it done. My last one, and I'm going to have to remember to say that one, is to create a playlist for whilst we're on self-isolation / lockdown. I started it yesterday. I've only got 2 songs in it at the moment because I really just feel like this is my time to listen to new music, like upbeat music, sad music, just put it all in one playlist and then go back to it and go, oh, this is what I was listening to in a time. But yeah, it's just, I feel like it'd be something cool to have. Even though this isn't a great time in the world, you've got to make the best out of a bad situation, and that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to keep myself positive, and music always makes me feel positive. And if I hear new music, I want to put it in a playlist and go, that's what I'm listening to. Okay, we are now moving on to my long list of things to watch, do, read and do. My list, so I'm actually going to start from things to watch. We could be here for about 6 hours, I'm joking, but we could be here for a while because I'm going to talk. I'm sorry. So, I have a long list. I'm just going to unplug it. It's not needing charging anymore. My first, so some of these are ones I've already watched. Some of them I'm like halfway through watching and some of them I need to start. Most of them are ones I've watched because I feel like I'm just going to give you ideas of what you could watch if you haven't watched it before or you have. I feel like lockdown is the perfect time to watch series that are longer than, like, for me when I'm just doing uni work I usually put something like really short and sweet on, but some series that I've already watched before I feel like this is the perfect time to rewatch it because it's like perfect timing to do it because you got whatever you got to be. You're not going to go to school, you're not going out places, the only time you're going to be going out is if you're going to take a 1 hour a day walk, if you have to go to the supermarket or walk a dog, or unless you have to go to work, and if you do, I really do appreciate you. Obviously, like, like, that's something I understand, but most of you are not going to be going anywhere, so you've got all the time in the world to watch all these series you might have watched before, but you've been wanting to rewatch for ages. So my first one is The Vampire Diaries. I started rewatching it last summer. Between last summer and no, it was last Easter. So I was back. I remember staying at uni for 1 week and over Easter holidays, and during that time I was still at uni. I was rewatching stuff I've already watched. So I started rewatching Vampire Diaries from season 1. I'm not gonna lie, I got up to season 4, watched every episode straight in the last few months. Season 5, I don't like. I'll put my hand on heart, I don't like it that much. I only have a certain few episodes I love, and the final episode of season 5 was actually one of my favourites, even though I don't like the rest of the series. I am a massive Damon and Elena fan, and that season, as much as I loved the tension between them breaking up and getting back together, like, for me, I do get it, and that was, I feel, more realistic than her and Stefan, because as much as, like, it kind of proved that Stefan was the good guy for her and Damon was the bad guy, and with them breaking up, it kind of made sense. But I think with Stefan and Elena, some of their storyline was unrealistic. Like, her going back to him after what he did to her in season 3, like taking her to the bridge, just because he had his humanity turned up and he was like compelled by Klaus. Like, it doesn't mean it's a reason to forgive him and go back to him. but I get it. Like, I do get it. Love is love. That's what it is. But Vampire Diaries is one of my favourite series. I'm now going to start watching from season 6 properly. I'm not just going to skip. Season 6 was actually one of my favourite seasons, and I really loved it for Caroline. Also, if you hear banging, my dad is putting Matt's down in the bathroom. I love Caroline. I think Caroline in the first few seasons, people didn't like her. She was very underrated until Elena kind of went away in season 6. Not just I love Elena. Elena will always be my favourite. Elena and Catherine, 2 favourite characters. But Caroline really did like come out in this season and in season 6, and I loved it. So I'm gonna start watching that. But that's one of my things. I feel like I just gone on a tangent about the Vampire Diaries. The Originals, which is the spin-off from the Vampire Diaries, which is about Klaus, Elijah, Rebecca, Cole, Hayley, and a few other people. I've only seen the first, I think, 5-6 episodes of season 1, and I do really like it. I got really into it, but I just haven't. As I mentioned, with uni going on, I just don't watch new series. I start watching them and I stop when I go back to something I know, so I don't have to pay any attention to it. And then in the evening, I just kind of keep that going. I just don't change the things, so it's kind of annoying. Another one that I really want to watch, the Legacies, which is another spin-off of the Vampire Diaries and the Originals. You have I know you have Alaric Saltzman, you have Hayley and Klaus's daughter, Caroline and Alaric's kids, and some other people. I really want to watch it. I haven't yet started watching it because it's not on Netflix and I don't know what it's on that I can watch it on, so, but I really want to watch it. But if you can watch it, I think you should check it out. It looks awesome. Suits, I started watching the summer before I went to uni. So the day after I watched Pretty Little Liars finished and I had nothing to watch, I was like, you know what? I was obsessed with Troy Bellisario, I think that's how you say her name. The one who played Spencer Hastings in Pretty Little Liars, and found out she was married to the guy called Patrick J. Adams, who is in Suits. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try it. Put the first episode on, and I was obsessed. Like, I remember that summer I was like questioning, why am I doing business? I should be doing law. This is, I was like so much fun, but I realised I do not like the idea of this. Like, it's just obsessed, and I really need to catch up with it. I just, again, they're very, like, when you're watching it, they're not something you can just kind of get on with something in the background. You kind of got to pay attention to it because it's also a big, like, it's interesting and it's very dramatic and I do love it. Like, Harvey and Lewis's relationship in Suits is my favourite. Like, I love it. Even though they, most of the time, they're always arguing. I love it. And Rachel and Mike's relationship is just sweet. I love it. They're adorable, they're cute, and I'm sorry, I love Meghan Markle. I don't care what the world of the UK think of her right now, about, like, well, not right now, but recently. I love her, and that's all I can say. But Suits is something you should definitely watch whilst we're on lockdown right now. I think it's something you're going to love, and it's very much, you can learn a lot from it, because a lot of the stuff that was mentioned in it has really helped me with my law units. Even though I didn't do very well in them, still helped me. Next one is something you all know I love. If you're new to this channel, I have done videos on this and I love it too much and I will always hype it up no matter what, is Glee. Glee is by far the most amazing series ever. I love it. It's a musical, it's just amazing. If I could be here for hours talking about it, so I'm not going to go on and talk about how much I love it. We all know how much I love it. If you want to check it out, I'll try and remember to leave the links to the videos I've done on it down below. But you should definitely check it out. I actually have an idea for another Glee video, so oops. Gilmore Girls. Gilmore Girls is one of my favourite TV series on Netflix as well. I have a lot of favourites if you hadn't guessed. But it's just basically a story about a mum and a daughter, and you see their story from when she's in high school, when Rory falls in love, and how her mum handles with it, because her and her mum are like best friends as well, and then sometimes they disagree. When they have arguments, it's not really just a simple, like, you know, when you, like, for me and my mum, if we had an argument, we can simply say, I'm sorry, we can fix it. When they argue, it's literally like they will just not talk for ages because it's really hard for them to accept that they've argued because they're that close. So, I love it. Next one is Sex Education. Now, I am so behind on this because first season came out in the UK last year, second season came out this year. I haven't watched it yet. Like, I need to watch it. I've seen up to episode 4. I'm halfway through episode 4, and I do really like it. Like, it is a really good series. I'm getting into it slowly. But when it comes to new series, it takes me a while to get into it before I get hooked on it. I say that. Another one I haven't put on this list. The next one I'm going to say because I remembered it. 13 Reasons Why. If you haven't watched it, this is your chance to watch it, because I feel like although people have very mixed reviews about it, in my head, it is very, very much something that is important and needed in this world. And I love it. I literally cannot wait for season 4 to come out. Sorry, I've got a really bunged up nose. It's great. It's great at this time when everything's going on. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, I'm saying sorry. Next one is Big Bang Theory. Now, I have watched this to the end. I finished it, like, I would say a month ago. I finished watching Big Bang Theory all the way to the last ever episode. And the day after, I was lost, so I started rewatching it from season 1. There was no way I could just watch it and, like, stop watching it. I had to start again. So I started from season 1 because when I was watching Last the end, I hadn't gone back to the beginning for ages, so I forgot the beginning, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, I'm on season 5 or 6 already now because I just watch it daily. Well, not daily, but I do watch it as much as possible because I absolutely love it. I have to say, I do love Leonard and Penny, and Sheldon and Amy, I just love them. But I'm really upset. If you haven't seen the finale episode, skip for like the next 30 seconds. I am very gutted that Raj never got married or found himself an actual person to spend the rest of his life with. Sucks, because I love Raj. Next one is How I Met Your Mother. How I Met Your Mother is again something I am rewatching, but I haven't rewatched it in ages. I can't remember what season I'm on when I started rewatching it. So I finished it in first year of uni, like, for good. So I take a while to finish series, and I know that I'm gonna love it. But now I don't know what episodes I'm at, but I do love How I Met Your Mother. Barney, I love Neil Patrick Harris, so I will rave about Barney forever. I love him. Even though I know he's a player, but I love him. But it's just such a funny show, and I think it's so good. So you should definitely check it out. I remember when I started watching it, I was like left school, on study leave, and I was like so bored. So I needed something to watch, that's when I was watching it. Next one is, sorry I got lost, Friends. I don't know who hasn't watched Friends, but if you haven't watched it, where have you been and why? Watch it. It's still on Netflix. It might be getting taken off this year, don't know. But whilst we have the time, there is 10 seasons. Watch it. I am on the finale episode because I'm rewatching it for the second time. I started watching it the day it came on Netflix last year. Best day of my life, by the way. And I started watching it. And I'll tell you something. I got to season 10, finished it, cried. I have never actually seen that was the first time I saw the finale series. Like, I've seen like mixture of it, but I never saw the whole thing until last year, from season 1 to season 10. So then I started rewatching it again probably around exam time, but I was watching it very slow. That's why just got to the finale episode now. Can I just say, I am not watching the finale episode because right now I'm not. I'm just trying to hold on to it just because. But you need to watch it. Friends is by far the most easy, most relaxed. You can do whatever you want whilst having it on in the background. You can do your makeup. You could I would say do work-up, probably not. You could do uni work if you're a uni student. You could do scrapbooking. You could play the Switch. You could do anything. Genuinely, you could do anything whilst it be on the background. You do not need to pay much attention to it to understand what's going on. You just need to listen, and it's great. Chandler by far is my favourite person. So 1 second. Okay, not important. Go away. Next one is Always Sunny in Philadelphia. My housemate made me start watching this. I wasn't 100% sure about it before. My old flatmates used to watch it, so I watched a couple of episodes in my room. Like, not in my room, in the kitchen in first year, but I wasn't really like into it. And my housemate this year was like, oh, you need to watch it, and I was like, maybe. I kept questioning it, and then I just decided to put it on, and I actually fell in love with it. The episodes are very short. The seasons at the moment are quite short as well. I think I'm on season 3. I could get into it much more, but I'm just taking my time with it because I'm trying not to get through series very quickly. Because I hate when they end. But yeah, Always Sunny in Philadelphia is a good one. Once Upon a Time, so the first thing I properly watched on Netflix when I first got Netflix in my year off from college before uni, I didn't have Netflix for ages because I didn't have the money to pay for it because my job I had was 3 hours a week. And I didn't really have the money for anything at that point. And so I was like, you know what, when I had 2 jobs, I'll pay for it. And I started watching Once Upon a Time, and I fell in love with it. I just love their twists on fairy tale characters, fairy tale stories, and how like the story, but they also made it feel realistically. It was realistic as well, and I just love it. It is so interesting, and it's actually so good, and I definitely think you should watch it because I feel like my heart has been ripped out my chest so much after watching that show, but I love it. You've got like Captain Hook falls in love with the Saviour, Emma Swan. Sorry if it's spoilers. And other things. It's just amazing. Gossip Girl. Now, I don't know who hasn't watched Gossip Girl. I'll be honest. I didn't watch it till I was in my 3rd year of college. And I was very hungry. I started watching it 2 days before I went on a night out when I got very drunk and I spent all day in bed. And it was on in the background. I fell asleep for the whole first season. Not because I wanted to, but because I was hungover. And I was very, very like... Basically, I could barely deal with being up that day. Because I was about... It was the first time I was drunk. I had never been drunk before that, and then I was waking up and it's like, yeah, doing it with it. But Gossip Girl is by far amazing. Chuck Bass. Although it's really weird when you hear Ed Westbrook speak, and it's something I'm going to speak about soon. He's in something else, and you hear him in a Essex accent, and it's just like really weird to get from seeing him as an American to Essex. But when you hear him do interviews, he's speaking in a British accent, and you're like, okay. But Chuck Bass, Nate Archibald I think does not get as much credit as he should. But Serena, Dan, what's her name? Blair, we got her name. But all of them, and I love it. Just Gossip Girl, New York City, Upper East Side. If you can get me there right now, I'd be in heaven. If I was having to self-isolate in America and New York, I'd be like living my best life. Just saying, because New York is my dream. Miranda, now a classic British comedy. I cannot tell you how many times I have watched that series. It's not that long. Each season has like 6 episodes in, and then they have a special, which is 2 episodes long, and it's amazing. I absolutely love Miranda so much. Actually, New Year's Miranda did this like live thing on BBC, and it's amazing. But oh my god, if you can watch it, it's on Netflix, I know that. It should probably also be on a BBC iPlayer, but one of them. It's great. I literally live for Miranda. It cheers me up. Any doubt at the point, if I am sad about something, if I put it on, it will cheer me up. It will take my mind off it for even for 5 minutes. I love it. It's so good. Next one is Skins. No, I've not watched Skins. I want to watch Skins. And that's why it's on my list of things you should watch. I heard it's so good. My housemate watched it once I was watching it last year. And I walked past this room and kept hearing it, but I never watched it. So definitely watch it. Another thing that I've just remembered that's not on here. Umbrella Academy. Now, Umbrella Academy last year I watched it with my housemates and I fell in love with it. The story, oh my god, it's just amazing. And I literally want to rewatch it. I actually might rewatch it. I'm getting an Amazon Fire Stick tomorrow, so I might just rewatch it. But I made my parents watch it last year as well when I came home for Easter. I think it was Easter. It had to be Easter because I didn't come home for summer. So yeah, Easter. I paid the extra £3 so they could watch it on there, so I could also have Netflix as well, even though I was broke, bearing in mind. But I made them watch it. My dad fell in love with it, and my dad, when I showed my dad TV shows or something, it's never usually something he likes. So I'm so glad he loved it. It's amazing, and you should really watch it. There's meant to be a 2nd season coming up soon. Don't know when. Hopefully soon. But with this COVID-19, I don't know what they're gonna do because it's meant to be this year, but don't know when. But it's fine. Next one is Jane the Virgin. Now I have seen 5 episodes total of that, but it seems really good. I see loads of like clips of it places. On my Tumblr I get loads of gift sets of it. So yeah, it's like it takes hairband off my hands, like losing circulation. We love that. But yeah, it seems so good. I think it's something you should watch whilst we're on lockdown. In-Betweeners, again, is a very funny comedy show for boys in school. You've got each and every one of them are different. You've got the stupid one who's Neil, the one who likes to brag about things he's not done, Jay. You've got Simon who's just in love with a girl, and then you've got the smart one, Will, who just doesn't usually care about girls or other things. So yeah, you should really watch it. It's really funny. I got through school with that. I loved it, and I've rewatched it way too many times. Also, watch the movies because they're funny as anything as well. The second one made me want to go to Australia so bad. The second one just made me want to go on a girls' holiday so bad. So you should definitely watch it if you're looking for a laugh. Like, in these times, I know it's stressful and it's very much anxious. It makes you anxious and makes more like anxiety, mental health. Like, watch like something to make you laugh, and In-Betweeners will make you laugh. Friday Night Dinner. There's 5 seasons so far. The 6th one is actually coming out tomorrow, Friday the 27th. So you should definitely watch it. It is amazing. I find it so funny. I loved it. I watched it Christmas, not this Christmas just gone, but the Christmas before had to have been. It could not be no reason. No, it could not be no reason. It was 2 years ago. Not 2 years ago, but not 2019 Christmas, 2018 Christmas. I got bored and decided to put it on, and I fell in love. I watched all seasons in about 2 weeks. So funny. I love it. It's got the person who plays Will from In-Betweeners in it, and that's probably why I started watching it, but it's so funny. And it's got such a really cool storyline. Okay, sorry, my memory actually ran out, but I've just put all the footage from what I've just filmed onto my computer. Already half an hour into speaking, but I'm aware this is going to be a long video. Sorry. Told you to get coffee. So, next one I got up to is White Gold. Got Ed Westbrook in it. Boy. Want to marry him. Yeah, it's such a good show. Should definitely watch it. I'm going to try and get through this a bit quicker because I feel like always you're going to get bored. Next is Rick and Morty, a comedy show. It will get you, again, this will get you through lockdown. Anything that makes you laugh. Whose car alarm is going off? Stop. Anything that makes you laugh should definitely be something you watch, because this isn't a great time. I'll be honest with you. And you don't want to be sad, so you got to put something to cheer you on. Cheer you up. Another one I'm going to put in there, what I remember is Girl Meets World. Girl Meets World is, if you've got Disney Plus, you can definitely watch it. But I love that show, and I'm currently watching it on Disney Plus. It is such a good show, and I think you should just get Disney Plus, even if it's just for lockdown. It's like Netflix, but all Disney films are on there, and you can watch any Disney. And I'm like Disney and Marvel, but Disney is the most amazing. Next one is RuPaul's Drag Race. They have a new season out, and there's only 3 episodes so far that you have missed if you haven't started. So watch RuPaul's Drag Race up until, like, you can catch up on old seasons, you can watch the new season, which I'm a little bit annoyed at right now, but it's fine. I think you missed 4 episodes, not 3, sorry. 4 episodes, because I remember 2 people have gone now, so yeah. You should definitely watch it. It's such a good show. Love it. I usually watch it with my housemates, so it's going to be a bit weird watching it without them this year, but this now, but it's going to be fine. Pretty Little Liars, great show, very much a suspense show, always, like, it's mystery. If you haven't watched it before, where have you been? But it's very good. I think you should watch it whilst we were on lockdown. There's 8 seasons? 7 or 8 seasons? 7 seasons. There's 8 seasons of Vampire Diaries. 7 seasons. You've got time to get through it. Next one is Sex and the City, the series, and the films. The series is very old. It's not really like it was made started in 1996 or something, or just before. So it's definitely quite old, but it's very much a show that I've loved. And it's not because it's about sex, because it's not. It's about friendship, a group of girls who are really good group of friends, and I absolutely love it. And it's just such a great story. And the films are just as incredible. The first one is 10 times better than the second film, but I do like the second film as well. So definitely watch that. One Tree Hill. One Tree Hill, it's on Prime. now. It's such a good show. Again, it's very much a story about friends, love. It's just a very classic like family film. Well, not family film, family series, but it's more like a series about family, friends. It's very simple. It's not something you would expect to be like on. Like you're always on the edge of the seat because you want to know who's going to fall in love with who, but it's not like the end. It's not like Pretty Little Lies. Let's put it that way. I haven't watched it yet, but I really want to watch it. High School Musical, the musical series on Disney Plus. I really want to see what it's like. Like I've heard a few songs, and I'm actually obsessed with them. Like Wondering and All I Want, some lovely songs. But I really want to see what it's like, considering I used to love High School Musical. Oh, excuse me. Friends with Benefits, very good film. But Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake, great in it. I absolutely love it and think you should definitely watch it. It's very funny, but it's such a romantic story and I love it. One bit always gets me in your heart, but that's just a different point. Pitch Perfect 1, 2 and 3, great films, great music, great songs. Anna Kendrick, Britney Snow, Britney Snow, what more can you want? Love the story. First one will always be my favourite, always be dear in my heart, but I do love the second and third one as well. I think the second one, if I have to put anything else as my favourite, it'll be the third. The second one is my second favourite, and it goes third, but yeah. House Bunny, a chick flick that I have loved since I was like 13. I remember the first time I watched it was with my friend, and we had a sleepover hit mine, and we watched it. It was so funny. I loved it. Wild Child, a very another chick flick. Emma Roberts, it's so funny. Angus Songs and Perfect Snogging, I am really throwing it back here. Angus Songs and Perfect Snogging by far is one of the best teenage chick flicks I've ever watched, but I would rewatch it to this day because I love it so much. Now we're moving on, so I haven't watched this yet, but I really want to watch it, is Taylor Swift, Miss Americana, the film that's recently been put on Netflix. I just think it's very interesting. I just want to know it, and I feel like this is more my time to watch it now that it is on Netflix. The Hustle, I've watched most of it. I've still got like the last bit to watch, and I just never got around to finishing it, but it's really good, it's really funny, and I love it. Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson together, like, I mean, what more can you want? Anne Hathaway is just hot, and Rebel Wilson is just the funniest person in the world. To All the Boys I Loved Before, number 1 and number 2, both of them are amazing, and it's such a good story, but I wouldn't start with number 2, obviously you've got to start with number 1. I've got a series that I forgot, and I've already forgotten what it's called. Black Mirror. You need to watch it. Just that's all I'm gonna say. Black Mirror. Next one film is After. It's such a good story, such a romantic story, and I absolutely adored it. Like, I will be honest with you, like, I've never wanted to rewatch the film straight after watching a film. It's more than that one. So that one's definitely a one you should watch. Kissing Booth, this came out on Netflix again last year. It was such a good story. I loved it. I watched it like, not last year, 2 years ago. And I definitely remember watching it. It could have been last year. I don't remember when it came out. It was either the year before, it was either last year or the year before. One of them. But it came out. Such a good story anyway. And you definitely should watch it. It's so funny. And it was also funny. It's more of a romantic film and I love it. F the Prom with Madeleine Petsch and Danielle Campbell. Love that film. Clueless, again I'm throwing it back to something really old. Like, Clueless is one of the best films ever. The next one I've got is Mean Girls, and I have the disc when it's 3 discs. It's got Clueless, Mean Girls, and something else I've never watched. I love Mean Girls, but if I had to compare them and choose, I would choose Clueless over Mean Girls any day. I just find Clueless so much more fun. But I really want to rewatch Mean Girls. Mean Girls again, something else. The Harry Potter series. Now, someone tell me how you could not like Harry Potter. I don't know. But it's the best time to watch it. I usually watch it every time I come home from uni. Like, every holiday. Because we only have the DVDs here. I don't have the DVDs in Portsmouth. So, yeah. I actually need to get number 1. So I might have to order that one on Amazon to come. So I might have to order it tomorrow to come or whatever. Because I can get pushed through the letterbox, so it's okay. Because the first one doesn't work. But I rewatch it every time I come back to uni and I love it. Lord of the Rings series, trilogy, it's a very, like, it's not funny. Like, when I get to the next one, you're going to understand why. It's not funny, but it is really good. I really love it. But I will recommend, as much as you're gonna, if I say this one, the next one I have is The Hobbit, which is I don't remember what it's called, but it's the story before. It's the prequel. That's it. The prequel to Lord of the Rings. But it's so much more light-hearted, much more. It looks more modern, which is and it clearly is because it was made after. But it's so much more funny and it's so much more fun, and I prefer it. I do prefer The Hobbit over Lord of the Rings by far. But Lord of the Rings will always have a hold on my heart, because it was something I watched when I was younger with my dad. Me and my dad used to watch it together. I loved it. Edge of 17 with Hayley Steinfeld in it. I love it. Like, it's one of those things I can find so, like, just I can relate to a lot, and I just absolutely love her. She's my favourite. I love Hayley Steinfeld, and I love the film. It's so funny. Bohemian Rhapsody. I'm halfway through at the moment watching it. And I got back on Tuesday night I put it on. I was just like, you know what, I'm going to watch it. Because I was like, you know what's stopping me from watching Bohemian Rhapsody? I love Bohemian Rhapsody, and it's such a great story about Freddie Mercury and Queen. You should really need to watch it. Because I feel like it really does tell the story about Queen and their life and how it started. Rocket Man with Taron Egerton. Oh, my boy. Rocket Man was my favourite film. Last summer, I went to watch it like twice in the cinema. I wanted to watch it as many times as possible, and I'm obsessed with it. And like, it is on my list to rewatch over and over again. I will watch it like 10 times in lockdown. You try to stop me. Moana, one of my all-time. I know it's only recent, but it's my favourite Disney film. I love it so much. I think it's a really, really good story. It's not even got anything to do with romance in it. No, there's no love story in this one, and I love it because every Disney film usually has a love story in it, and Moana doesn't. It just has a story about someone trying to fight for her land, and it being a girl. And I was like, you know what, I love that. So Moana has a 10 out of 10 for me, and that song, You're Welcome. What can I say except you're welcome? Anyway, love it. Next one, again, Frozen. Frozen is a pretty good film. Frozen 2 is my favourite one, but I don't know if that's out. It's not on Disney Plus yet, so it's not going to be on DVD yet. So, and I think even if it's on DVD, unless you're going to go on your 1 walk a day, probably can't get it. But it is really good. Again, Descendants is another Disney film. I absolutely love it. It's very underrated, especially here in the UK. I think it's very much, everyone loves it in the US because it is very much advertised all around there. I found out about this through my friend, and I fell in love with it. The first one especially, I have it on DVD. I absolutely love the storyline because it's about the evil characters' kids, and they go to the good people's world, and it's very interesting. I think you should really watch it, and if you can, watch all 3. Disney Plus has the first 2 on it, so watch it there and then try and find the 3rd one. To be fair, I watched the songs of it before I watched the films, and I love it. Like, the songs are amazing. Dove Cameron, oh, I love her. And Thomas I can't say her boyfriend's name, but him. Oh my god, they're so cute together. But if you're not going to watch it for anything, watch it for Cameron Boyce. He passed away, I think it was last year? Yeah, sometime last year. And I feel like you should watch it for him. What If is a film with Daniel Radcliffe, and I can't remember her name. I can't remember the girl's name, but Daniel Radcliffe is in it, and it's a really good romantic film, and I absolutely love it, and I think you should watch it. I haven't watched it recently. I'm gonna try and watch it soon. I've been talking for too long now because I can't speak. Next one is I've got two musicals. Rent is a classic for me. I love the story. It's just a very much a moving story. And I think you should watch it. It is about tough times. What we're going through, a tough time. It's not the same, but it's still tough. Les Miserables, one of my favourites. Always will be my favourite. I'm dying to see it on the West End, and I will one day. Mamma Mia is also in there. I can't watch that at the moment because I was about to go see it next week, and I'm still like semi-heartbroken that I can't watch it next week because I've been looking forward to it all the time. Me and my friend booked tickets back in January to go watch it in the Easter holidays, so when I was back, and I was buzzing, I was so excited, I'd been looking forward to it all the time. I was like, I'm going to get my nails done, I'm going to get a new outfit, I'm going to look nice. and I can't watch it. I might put myself through the pain of watching Mamma Mia on film the night I was going to go see it, so that I have kind of seen it. And we're going to go watch it when it's all over anyway. I like, the way I'm seeing it is all things that have been planned to cancel, I can kind of get the chance to do, I guess, because graduation is something I planned and I don't know what's happening with that, but yeah. Aquamarine is a very old classic with Emma Robertson about a girl who is a mermaid and wants to walk. I love the film. No Strings Attached, another one like Friends with Benefits, and it's such a good story and I just love it so much and definitely would watch it again. Natalie Portman, again, I love her so much. And, what's his name? Mila Kunis's husband. Yeah, no, I can't. His name's gone out of my head. The next one is Endless Love with Alex Pettyfer and Gabriella Wilde. Oh my god, it's such a love story. And it's just, I love how, like, her dad is like, no, you can't date him, this and that, and she just goes against it. It's her first boyfriend, her first love, and it's just amazing. It's just such a lovely story. Also, If I Stay, tragic, heartbreaking, most amazing love story I've ever watched, and I just can't get over it. The Change Up, which is got Ryan Reynolds, I think, Ryan Reynolds and Jason Bateman, I think. It's a really cool story, really funny. I watched it in college and it's quite long, it's like 2 hours or something, and I remember getting halfway through and I was like, how long have I got left, because I needed to get up early for college the next day and I wanted to sleep but I wanted to finish it, so it's a very good story, very funny. Night at the Museum 1, 2 and 3, very good, also another very good story, very good films. I absolutely love it, and Adam Sandler in it, I think it is. Adam Sandler, I don't know, I think it might be, but it's very funny, definitely should watch it. Sisters with people in it. Oh wow, it's only here, I can look at it. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler. It's such a good story, it's such a funny story, such a funny film. I absolutely love it. Definitely going to be watching it soon because I need something like that in my life. 21 and 22 Jump Street, again very funny. Channing Tatum, I will do anything for that man. But yeah, such a funny story, and Jonah Hill is so funny in it as well, and it's just, yes. And my last film is WALL-E, just by like, it's just so funny. To be fair, the only reason I say this, I walked outside and went to get my lunch sorted and my parents were watching it, and it's just so funny, so cute, and I love WALL-E and Eva. But yeah, still watch it. Just realised how long I've spoken about films and TV shows, so I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with it because I will try and cut out the unnecessary stuff, but still. The next ones are quite short, so should get them quickly. Next one is reading. Like I said in the beginning of this video, I don't do much reading. I have one book I'm going to try and read during this lockdown, and if I don't achieve it, I am going to cry. Not literally, but I'll be very upset with myself. First one is Queenie. It's the book I actually bought because I have it here. Yes, I have it here. It is this book. It looks really interesting. I'm just really interested to see what it's about. Don't actually know what it's about. I picked it up because I like the colour and I like the look of it, so there you go. Next one is a book I read a couple of years ago, fell in love with it, and my heart still rips out my chest from it. The Sky is Everywhere, such a good story. I'm not going to sum them up just because I feel like I'm going to spoil you in it now. The Girl Online series by Zoe Sugg, definitely something I think you should watch if you're read if you're looking for a book to read, because it's actually so good. And I just love it. The Harry Potter series, again, should be something you've read. I don't think I've even got the books anymore. I think I gave them to my upstairs neighbours, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Looking for Alaska, John Green book that I absolutely loved a while ago. I loved it so much and really want to see it in a film. But who knows, that's going to happen. Paper Towns by John Green is a really good book, and so is Fault in Our Stars. I only read both of them because I knew they were going to be films. Well, actually, I read Fault in Our Stars, started reading it just before I saw the film, then I stopped reading it, then I saw the film, then read the book. Heard Paper Towns, I making a film, Paper Towns, I read the book, fell in love with it, saw the film, fell in love with the film. Does that make sense? Now, the last thing I'm going to do is things you can do over this time, because as much as watching things is great, there's times you don't want to be just sitting there watching TV. Now so sometimes doing things can be great. So I've got a list of things. First of all, the one that I did say earlier is make a playlist for this time. It is great if you hear new music during this time. This might sound sad. I've called my lockdown / self-isolation 2020 playlist. Because as much as it's sad and it sucks, if you hear new songs, you might want them and you like them, put them in a new playlist. Don't put them in an old one, put them in a new one. So when this does come out, you can go, I heard all this new music at this time. Share it with your friends. You can share the link to your friends and they can listen to it. You can make a Skype call and play it, and you can have your own mini party. It'd be fun. Next one is home workouts. As I said, I'm trying to do it, but home workouts is good, especially if you're a gym goer and you really want to go to the gym. You can't. Try it. It's not the same, and it never will be, but it's still something. Try and do some home workouts, just to stay active and stay fit, and then when everything's back to normal, you can just go back to the gym, but at least you stayed active. Because I feel like if you got yourself in a routine of wanting to go to the gym, and then once you got out of that routine because you can't, then you ain't gonna go. But yeah, scrapbooking. I feel like this is the perfect time to start scrapbooking. If you've wanted so long to make a scrapbook, I know you can get photo albums, but it's not the same. Because you just put the photos in. This is making your own way to look at it. Scrapbook is this time is a great time to scrapbook. You look at your pictures, you get to look back at memories and smile and think, okay, it's a great time. Now this is something I put on here as a point that this has helped me stay occupied and entertained and happy over the last few days. But I also know that not everyone has the money for this, and I also know some people have lost their jobs due to the situation, and it sucks, and I am sorry to hear that. I am very lucky with my job that they're still paying me for 4 weeks full pay, and then I'm going to take my holiday and then I get sick pay or whatever. They're figuring that one out. Should find out by tomorrow is what they said. So I'm very lucky that I still get paid, which is why I use my savings to do this, because if I didn't get paid I would have kept my savings. So if I needed money desperately, I had it. And also I knew I wasn't going to be in Portsmouth, so I wasn't going to need to buy food and stuff because I wasn't home. I am helping my parents out by giving them some money, and I get the loan at the in the middle of April, so it's alright. And I'm still going to help my parents out because I'm living here now at the moment, so why not? But I said buy a Switch because I'm obsessed with Animal Crossing right now and Mario Kart, and it's just great and I love it. And I think if you're looking for something just to be a little bit more lighthearted and fun, you don't have to be a gamer to want to play a Switch. I'm not a gamer, but now I have a Switch. But I definitely think, especially because I live with 3 people who play games, so it's kind of become a thing. But definitely something, if you can afford it and you don't mind spending that much money, you do not have to get the normal Switch with the bits that come off. You can get the one I've got, which is the Lite, which is £200. And okay, I got it from Tesco, and it got a free game with it. I don't know what the rules are in other places, but you can maybe get deals on that. So I didn't have to pay for Mario Kart. I had planned to buy the Steam console on Monday, and then tomorrow buy Animal Crossing and Mario Kart. I got Mario Kart with it, and then my housemate bought me Animal Crossing, and I'm just paying it back tomorrow. So yeah, next one is play games with friends over Skype or this app called House Party. So last night I got very very tipsy with a bunch of my friends from work, and we were playing games and stuff on House Party. You can do it on Skype. It'll be really fun. Or you can just have a mini house party in your room with your friends over Skype. Do anything that makes you feel like you're still connected to your friends even though you're not physically there, because one thing you'll figure out over this time is who your real friends are, but also you'll figure out how much you do rely on them sometimes for your happiness. Some people are very good with self-isolating. Some people are very good at not communicating with people, and it's fine. For people, especially at uni, you've got friends all over the place, so just think about it this way. This is going to happen when you graduate anyway. You're not going to see each other constantly like you do now. So getting the hang of it now is actually not that bad. I'm Skyping my friends tonight. Just keep in contact with your friends, Skype them, play games with them, get drunk with them, it'll be fine. It's not the same as going out, but it's still something, and it will still keep you entertained for the time being. Something that anyone can do is sort your room out. For me, I had to pack my room in a night, and I wish I had more time to do it because it came around as a mess. But when I came back, I got to sort my room out. It's great. Sort your room out is something, it might take a full day, but it'll be worth it. really, really worth it. Also, this comes involved, declutter your room. Get rid of things you do not need, do not want, you might have had for ages, and you kept hold of it because you feel like you might want it at some point. No. Just declutter it, because it is, otherwise, it will, whilst you've got the time, you might as well do it. Because in the future, for example, if you're living at home with your parents, you keep it there because it's fine. But when you move out, you're going to find all this stuff and you'll be like, oh my god, why do I have this? Like, I had to have no chest of drawers for my clothes, so I had to use this other thing for my clothes. In order to do that, I had to get rid of like 2 boxes that have old jewellery, old things in, scents that I couldn't get changed into UK money, and makeup that I was not wearing, so I just chucked it all away. I was like, I have makeup, I have enough makeup. I'm not a big makeup person, as some people, like some girls are like, love their makeup. I don't need, I need a lot of eyeshadow palettes, yes. Don't need that much makeup really. The amount of makeup I had in there, I'm actually astonished. Just saying. Next one is clean up your makeup brushes. I am very guilty at this. I was doing my makeup for this video, and my makeup brushes are kind of dusty. Luckily, not luckily, my makeup brush remover is actually in Portsmouth, so that sucks. Try and get someone to Sainsbury's tomorrow. Anyway, that's not the point. Also, this is something I definitely feel like, if you're thinking about it, do it. Start a YouTube channel. I remember when I was like questioning it, and I don't regret doing it because it's a hobby that I like to have. Start a YouTube channel. It's really fun. You don't start it for the idea you might become famous and you might become one of those big YouTubers. Just start it for the sake of you having fun. Think of like, right now, you physically can't go outside and talk to your friends. But this gets out. If you want to speak, like, I vlog for the reason of the fact that when I want to speak, I'll speak. I have a 7-minute clip for my latest vlog because I just wanted to speak. I just wanted to speak to something or someone, and my friends were busy at the point, so I couldn't call them. Next one is, make plans for when this is over. Do not set dates though, because we don't know when this is going to be over, but make plans of what you can do or what you want to do when this is over, because then you will have something to look forward to, and you can go, I mean, it's obviously so much to look forward to when this is over, but you have other plans for when this is over to look forward to, so that when this is over you'll be like, I'm going to go do this, and oh my god, it feels so good to go out. Because I feel like everyone's thinking of the bad situation of this, and no one is thinking of what you can do when this is all over. Because this is not going to last forever, it's just going to take a while to, the word is to get better and for things to go back to normal and for you to go outside again. It's going to take a while. To be fair, the last few days I've woken up and felt that this was normal life for me, because, to be honest, before I went to uni, I stayed in my room the whole time unless I was going to work. I never left my house because I was a very antisocial person who just did not like going outside. I'm not just saying this, my parents could vouch for me, my friends could vouch for me from home, because I didn't go out. I can tell you, I honestly barely went to the pub. Now, if I was home and this was normal, me being home, it wasn't for the reason of self-isolating and being on lockdown, I would be at the pub like every day, or at least once a week with my friends, because unlike before uni, I didn't do that. Now I'm very much sociable. I wasn't before. So next one, whilst you still can take one walk a day, take advantage of it. Go for a walk once a day, even if it's just go for a walk around your block. That is fresh air, and I feel like I personally have not been at my house for 2 days, since Monday morning. I will say, on Tuesday I wasn't really outside. I was outside putting stuff in a car, getting out of the car, taking stuff out of the car, and in my room. So for the last 3 days I've not left the house, not gone outside. I'm fine right now. I'm going out tomorrow morning to go to Sainsbury's just to get my fire stick, because I think I would go a bit more insane. But take advantage of it, because in a few weeks, you never know, Boris, once the 3 weeks is up, Boris might put the fact that it's full lockdown, you're not allowed to leave your house, you're stuck. And my final thing to say is, because I'm very guilty of this and just leaving crap in my emails, sort your emails out. I'm telling you, it sounds like a boring job, but you've got all the time in the world, you might as well just do it. And that's the final one. My final tip for you guys is get up. Try and get up early, as if you were getting up to go on a normal day out, or a normal job, or to your job, or like if you're going out to, like, get up in the morning and Get dressed. Don't stay in your pyjamas. It might work for some people, but don't stay in your pyjamas because otherwise you just feel like you've wasted a day and you've done nothing and you'll just feel so crap in yourself. My best way of saying it. Get dressed. If you want to do your makeup, I did my makeup today. I've had so much fun doing it, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna take this off in a minute. Get up, have breakfast. If you drink coffee, have a cup of coffee, and start your day. Because if you do that, your day will be productive and you can still get things done. I'm telling you, I might have not done uni work, but I've still been productive the last few days, and I'm very happy about that. So, anyway, I'm going to end this video here because this is probably about 50 minutes long. If you did enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up, please comment down below, please subscribe, and I will see you again soon with another video. I promise it's shorter than this.